Hello. We're back for another DateNite podcast talking about Resident Evil. This time we're talking about Resident Evil. Oh, wait. No,
Evo.
I forgot. I did the thing wrong.
Evo.
I did the whole introduction wrong. This date night, the kids are asleep. This date night, while the kids are asleep, we play video games, right? But this is a podcast version of we'll talk about the games that we played. That's so much like words.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
The intro of the thing. I totally forgot to do the intro of like the date night.
Just do this date night.
This date night, the kids are asleep. We play video games while they're asleep. It was like something like that. This date night, I'm John.
I'm Audrey.
While the kids are asleep, we play games or video games. We play. While the kids are asleep, we play. And I pause video games. And then, yeah, this is the podcast version. But it's a PowerPoint too. And we will be discussing about... So in the game,
He just says "grr."
No, he says stars. He says so. Nemesis.
No, he doesn't. He goes.
No, he says.
Rewind it.
Okay.
Storm.
So they don't say Resident Evil 3, and then I don't
Or
know
you
why.
said Stark, or it was the Hulk
Stark?
mad at. I think it was the
Stark?
Hulk mad at Stark.
Mad at Iron Man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe Stark. I don't know. Yeah. So we're going to discuss about Resident Evil 3. The remake, if you guys can't tell, Jill, Carlos, they're in the background.
Got it all.
Welcome to our PowerPoint presentation. I played the game. Audrey watched maybe the first hour of the game.
Did I?
We played the first hour together. You can check it out on DateNite on YouTube. Usually I will play the last end of this game, but our son's schedule and ours don't match up to the point where I can play games and show you on the Xbox. So I'm not going to wait for him to do this podcast. I've been holding off because he was playing games for so long. But yeah, I just I gave up on that. I'll show you the ending. Maybe you saw the ending. Did you?
I don't know. Why don't you just record it? Can't you just record the clips?
I
and
did
then
record.
Show it to me here and talk
clips,
about it here.
Some clips. So we will watch clips in the PowerPoint. Okay. I learned how to put video on the PowerPoint.
Good job, sir.
So we'll watch some, but I didn't record the very ending at the time because it's very a lot of button mashing, and in the way the Xbox work, there's a little record button you have to hit sometimes, and it's just in the way and pause it. And the pausing in that game is weird. But yeah, we're going to discuss about Resident Evil 3. Does
it have a subtitle or just Resident
Which
Evil
one?
3? Just Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, it's called Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the original.
Nemesis.
The original one. This one's just called 3. Like I said, we're playing the remake. I've never played the original ones, so we'll just dive in. You play as Jill Valentine, and yeah, this is my score.
Is it the first time you're playing Jill or no?
No, I played in part 1.
But was she an alternate or
no?
special?
So in this one, they didn't do the alternate storyline like in the previous Resident Evils that we played. This one, you just play as Jill. It's her main story.
Okay.
There's a reason why it's like that. So in this one, I play as assisted. I don't play on normal or anything like that. You'll find out. And when I play part 4, when Resident Evil 4, you'll learn I played it on normal and that. But in this one, I played assistant. Took me 5 hours.
You only had 7 deaths?
7 deaths, yes.
That's really good.
Yeah, 47 saves. And I got C. I don't really care about this ranking, but this is my stats. But
is C is average or C is no good? I don't know what the number.
I don't know. Are you
is A is good or no? A is not good.
No, S is the best rank. There's an S rank
for satisfaction
in video games.
What does S mean?
I don't know. Maybe satisfaction. What is it? Satisfy. Oh, successful. Maybe. I know in video games, and mostly this happens in a lot of fighting games. S rank is or even not just fighting. Any fight games that has ranking, S is the highest. I don't know why. I don't really care about ranking. I didn't care about ranking when I was in school. So C is a good grade for me. But yeah, C is good. And the reason why you play as Jill in this, you also play as Carlos. And you actually go back to the police station
from
part
the previous
1. Yeah,
game,
so remember this. Welcome Leon. It almost looked like Meon.
No, what they should have did this redid the letters and put Noel.
Oh, Noel. Yes, I think you had made that same joke.
Because when you have Noel on the thing, you post your engine, put Leon. When everybody has a sweater on and they each have a letter, and when you tell them this to go stand up there by the altar so you guys can sing choir, and the kids accidentally spell Leon, you're like, no.
Then the kids are cosplaying as their best Leon cosplay, or they play as part 2.
So they'll have like, is it that little like that side hair?
Oh yeah, side hair. That's in the new ones. He has a side hair. And when he was a young up and coming, no, he still has that side hair. Yeah. He has always had that side hair. Yeah, so you played as Jill Valentine, and then in the middle of the game you play as Carlos, and you go back to Raccoon Police Department. That's before part 2. So part 3 comes before part 2. The beginning of part 3. It's very confusing, the timeline.
Yeah, I'm kind of...
It's confusing. Jill comes in the middle of the whole...
she's a stars lady?
Yeah, she's the original star, but she's in the middle of what's happening.
And all these people are also stars?
Some of them,
but Leon's not a star, right? Because he's in the police.
No, he's police, yes. They don't really cross paths. They don't even know of each other.
But in the future, he's just a bodyguard for the president?
We'll discuss that.
No, I'm just saying, like, how did he get a police and he skipped a star? And
I don't know. Yeah, I don't 100%.
Now he's a personal dude?
Yeah, for the president in part 4. I bet Carlos is part of Umbrella, like their unit Umbrella to find. But he's part
of Umbrella, but he doesn't know that Umbrella's bad.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, before we discuss any of them, this is a different PowerPoint presentation. I always just did it and talk about the game. Mm-hmm. I actually don't talk about stuff I like in the game.
That was the whole point of this before.
Yeah, so let's talk about the things I like, and I'm gonna read this little letter.
Okay.
My little darlings, it's already been 3 months since we fled here together. I find myself thinking back to the day you hatched. Your little voices made me tremble with pride. Your adorable little bodies brimming with incredible destructive power, and of course, the insatiable appetite. I can't read. You are no less than the pinnacle.
She would have said, I can't write.
Oh, yeah. The pinnacle of the Hunter series, and yet they ordered me to destroy you. They said you were unfit for use as a weapon because of a few minor vulnerabilities.
Mm-hmm. Good job, sound it out.
So what if you're susceptible? Susceptible?
Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah. Susceptible to heat. So what if your delicate mandibles are exposed when you feed? Mm-hmm. Haven't they ever heard of character flaws? It is those very flaws that make you very, very precious to me. But we'll show them yet. Down here, we'll continue to walk this evolutionary path together. We'll prove to Umbrella that you, my beloved Hunter Gammas, are truly superior. So, in the game, as Jill, you actually find these notes here.
Would you write to thing
Umbrella bioweapon?
You created that can't comprehend or read
or anything? This is a diary entry.
I guess so. Yeah, that makes more sense. Because it's just letters, it's a piece of paper. But I guess a diary could be loose sheets of paper. But, I mean, people parents write letters to their children, when they're born or even at any age, for the future.
We had to do that?
We don't have to. People do.
Okay. I did not do that.
No.
Maybe I would.
My mom did to me. I still have a letter from her I've never opened.
You never opened? Can I open it? Just for the hell
I'll probably wait till she dies.
When she dies?
No, I'll wait till I die and then I'll open it.
No, you'll be a ghost, and I see you opening the...
we could do that. If I die first, you can read it to me as a ghost, and then I'll be over your... Will I be over your shoulder, or are you going to do a seance thing where I come through you or through somebody else or an object?
I want to be...
Can I come through an object?
I want to be making a clay vase, and you just come right behind me, and I'll read the letter.
Come on your face?
No, what? I mean, if you're a ghost... Go ahead. It won't affect me at all. Unless they're like Slimer, then it will affect me a lot.
I mean, we can have sex as a ghost. People do that all the time.
I know those people.
I know those people. I am those people.
Do you know what Hunter Gamma looks like?
I don't know any of it. I know the liquor.
That's all I forget.
Oh,
right there.
he is cute.
He's a little cute lady.
You got little pimple eyes.
I had to look this up. They look.
Are they blisters?
I don't know.
Do
They look
pop,
very
or the
different
eyes?
from the original one. So I don't have a picture.
What do you mean original?
The original BZ.
It was in. They've been in previous games.
No. So this
Or
is a
you've seen-
remake. This is a remake I've played.
Oh.
So the original Resident Evil 3. There's two Resident Evil 3s. There's the one that's called Nemesis and the one I played. Never played the original one. Everything in here is from the original. Like they took the stories, characters, and whatnot. So this thing looks cute, right? The original one was like a frog or something weird looking.
I could see
frog.
him being like that.
So these things had no. I don't even know how I can tell where you're at. They were in the sewer most of the time, and they just chase you everywhere. Oh yeah, hunter gammas.
Did you ever have any clips? You were clips
no, I didn't have. I did, but I it's not on this presentation. I posted on my Twitter. If you want to look at the Twitter feed of me playing Resident Evil, a long thread about it, go ahead and check it out at the most organized Twitter feed of 20XX at ABAYARTS.
Is that did you do that because you liked the little letter?
Yes. I this is one of my favorite parts of the game because it had this weird like self-humor about the game, about the monsters that I'd never seen in Resident Evil games. Just to encounter that, I was like, oh, this is pretty fun. And that's one of the reasons why it's like one of my favorite games. Not because Jill, because I like that character Jill from the part 1 and her story, and then now this story. They really like fleshed out the characters more. The other character I really like is this guy.
Oh, hello.
This guy, you first meet him. He's part of the Umbrella with Carlos. He's a character you don't play at all. You just encounter throughout the game, but he's really good at just being the supportive character in the game. He's like best friends with Carlos. He's helping Carlos get a girl that he has a crush on, that Carlos has a crush on, that, you know, like he's the wingman basically of Carlos. But he's always there with Carlos, and he makes it seem like when Carlos goes and try to get Jill, he goes alone, right, Carlos? And he will forgot
Why is
his
he trying to
name.
get
His name is Terrell Patrick. I should probably say his name, Terrell Patrick. So he's always there with Carlos, but he's also staying behind, and he managed to go to the next location with no help. Like, this guy is just by himself in Raccoon City, gutting all these monsters. You don't get to see that story though. You don't get to see where he goes from the hospital to the laboratory, or from the police station to the hospital. He just does it, and he does it successfully with no problem, it seems like. And then I was really surprised. Before I continue, spoilers on this podcast if you don't want anything to know about the character, because he ends up dying in the game. I was really mad. The Nemesis kills him.
Did it go through
laboratory.
his back, through his chest?
Yeah, chest. Like, there's a scene in this one. I didn't record it, but you can watch it. I don't usually record anything that has movies, like just stuff, cinematics, because you can watch that. But yeah, he's like with you in the laboratory. He comes in your aid, and then he just gets stabbed in the back. I was like, man, I was hoping there'll be like a DLC of his story, just telling his story of like how did he get from point A to point B and whatnot. But yeah, he just dies.
Do they do
R.I.P. R.I.P. Terrell Patrick. What was it?
Do they do DLC for older games?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. They probably can do DLC for older games. By older, you mean within a year? Because this game just came out last year.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not the
probably
last
can.
one.
No. They can always put DLC for like older games and whatnot. So I haven't seen any, but I don't know what 3's DLC is. I totally forgot. I think they're things like ghost stories.
Of ghosts?
So no, they're just maybe it's not this one. It's probably part 2. 1 or 2, because they're both on the same engine and the same gameplay archetype type thing. They tell the stories of the side characters. That's it. It's probably part 2 I'm thinking about. I don't know what part 3's DLC is. Oh no, they had like a multiplayer game. That's what it is. Called like something with RE, like Revenge or Revolver. Something containing the word RE in it. It's always like that.
The letters.
Yeah. Recover. I don't know what else could start with E. receive, redistribute. Re can just be anything. Moving on. How can we not forget about talking about Nemesis or stars throughout the game? He's acts like the tyrant from like part 2. He just chases you, but this one's worse. He chases you throughout the whole game.
He doesn't have a hat.
No, he has a trench coat, a leather trench coat. Let's go back. I don't even know what type of trench. He has this weird like leather thing. I'm not 100% sure. But he's like the main bad guy. So the game has lack of any enemies. Like the enemies on here is just probably a couple.
Is that a thing?
A lack of enemies. Like there's not a variety of them. There's just like the zombies, the gammas. There's like a gamma hunter.
But is that a thing that happens in games? Or like
Nemesis or not Nemesis.
The way you said it made it sound like it's a
because
term.
in Resident Evil, like there's a lot of different varieties of enemies. But I noticed in part 2 and 3, the main bad guy is the Nemesis, the tyrants they're called. This one's Nemesis. The other one was Mr. X, but he has like a real name, like T1000 or something, 3100. No, Nemesis is the tyrant name in this one. They're called tyrants. All those like big ones that look like humanoid.
And his subclass is Nemesis. And
yes.
What he actually is an individual.
Yes. This one is programmed to chase any STARS members. So Jill was the last STAR member in Raccoon City. He just evolves in the whole game and just,
how does he know if you're
just follows
stars?
you. Huh?
How does he know if you're stars?
I don't know. He somehow just knows.
Does he get like
He's just
digital,
around
does he
the whole
get a
game.
digital uplink or something?
Probably. Someone's controlling him. Umbrella's like controlling that this creature, if you can tell. But yeah, he's annoying, but it was fun just
why would they do all
chased.
this just to kill their like top assassin people, their own?
Who?
Or no,
Stars is part of Umbrella. Stars is part of the RPD.
But Carlos is in here, and he's part of Umbrella.
That's two different characters. Jill
I know,
and
but
Carlos.
I'm just saying that they're still in the same game.
Yeah, but they're not chasing Carlos. Nemesis is chasing
But you
Jill.
said that Carlos went to go help Jill.
Yes, because he doesn't know that he's getting played by Umbrella. He doesn't know that the Nemesis.
So why is he helping Jill then? Because what Umbrella say? Don't go.
He's Jill's a super cop and trying to. Jill's trying to expose Umbrella. Not Umbrella. She doesn't know anything about Umbrella. Like, she does know stuff about Umbrella, but she's trying to just save the city. Like, try to at least evacuate people. I don't know.
Inside of the police station.
No. Who are we talking about? Is she in the
police station?
No. She's in Raccoon City. The whole game takes place in Raccoon City. The hospitals, underground subways, everything out in the streets. You go to the Raccoon police station with Carlos only. That's it. The Carlos character. When
do they cross paths?
They cross paths many times. Like the very beginning, they cross paths when Jill's trying to save people in the subway.
Is he trying to date her too?
If you were listening, he's trying to date her. Yes.
No, you said that Tyrell was helping him get girls. You didn't say that he likes Jill.
Yeah, I did. Like this girl. Well, I didn't say Jill specifically, but
yeah, I know he likes girls.
Yes.
He's trying to get girls. I didn't know he was trying to get
Jill's
Jill.
only.
This is the first time he met Jill, and he's like, "Oh, I want to date her," or does he know of Jill this whole time?
It seems like they just first met. They didn't know, and then that's it. Like it's one of those like
the time or the place.
Crush.
Trying to
probably. I don't know. But yeah, that's Nemesis. So here's a little clip. You enjoy Audrey of like a minute of my gameplay towards the ending.
Wait, this is Jill?
This is Jill.
I thought she had a hat on.
Okay. We could go back and when did she have a hat on the?
I don't know. I think because I'm looking at Jill from what Lennox was playing 2 seconds ago.
That's not Jill. That's Claire.
Oh, whatever.
You're watching part 2 of our son playing Resident Evil 2, right? It's all like
I don't know because the picture that you showed in the beginning of this one, I honestly don't remember anything about this game then.
Okay. She never had a hat in this game. She does wear a hat in part 1.
I mean, they all have like sleeveless clothes, so that's what I remember, and they all have so many compartments on them.
Yes, because the more backpacks and stuff like that, your pouches or whatnot.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot.
It is a lot.
And there's zombies?
This is Resident Evil.
Usually when you had a big thing, you don't have other zombies there.
This game mixed it up.
What have we here?
Is this Nemesis?
Yes, it's Nemesis. Nemesis has many forms.
Okay. Oh, you went to a regular person?
What? The regular person.
You went to a zombie. It was.
Oh
a big,
no,
it was
because
a
in
big
that
thing.
arena was a monster. Then the zombies ate me. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
This is one of the puzzles. Only puzzle in the game that I can think of that happened. Like real puzzle. I was trying to figure this out. Did not know what I was doing, and then I just accidentally escaped. This is the very ending of this moment. So Carlos helped me and kill the nemesis. It was not over. There's probably another 10 minutes of this game that I wanted to show you. Maybe in the future I'll show you because one of my favorite moments in the game. And what we learned in the ending of Resident Evil is what, Audrey?
To
kill
the
a
rocket,
monster.
You get a rocket launcher.
Yes, you get a rocket launcher to kill any monster in the very ending of Resident Evil. But in this game, instead of a rocket launcher, I got a huge gun that killed him. And it was very fun to just
Is it
do
a
that.
laser? It looks like
It is a laser, a huge laser. I researched the original one. The original one was not as fun. It looked like it was like a little small Honey I Shrunk the Kid laser.
Oh.
That you did not carry. It's just like literally on just a thing and just shoots out thing. It didn't look as fun. These are actual like screenshots.
Is her gun like plugged in too?
Yeah, it was plugged into like this energy thing. It was really satisfying just to do it because I knew it was that moment in Resident Evil, like, oh, it's that rocket launcher moment, but I get to do it with a big laser, and it was really fun just to do it. I wish I recorded that, but I didn't. But yeah, that's my whole thoughts of the Resident Evil 3. And then I decided to rank them at this point because I played 3 games now.
Okay.
So at this point, part 3 is probably my favorite. So what I like about 3 is Jill is 1, and just the gameplay is very easy. They found their way, like Capcom found the remake, found the perfect controls for me, like the way that it moves and everything. Very easy to move, very easy. There's a dodge button, so you can dodge the zombies if you wanted to. I like that a lot. I was about to burp. Maybe I won't burp. No, I didn't.
No, it was a dramatic pause.
But yeah, I like 3 a lot. Jill's by far my favorite character in the series. And then I learned like there's other games with her. So Resident Evil games tend to go different characters. Like I know part 4 has Leon as the main. They kind of like they felt like they were vice versa. What do you call that? Where you go back and forth with 2 characters.
Switching?
I guess switching. Yeah, they were going back and forth with Jill and Leon. It seemed like Jill was the first game you play as, but you can also play as Chris. And in the second game, you play as no, you didn't play as Chris. You play as Barry. No. Did you play as Chris? I forgot the first game. I never played with the secondary character. I think it was Chris. Second game you play as Leon or Claire. And the third game, now you just play as Jill. And the fourth game, you play just only as Leon. So they kind of got rid of that, 2 stories are going on at the exact same time, and just abandoned that at this point. I never played 5 and 6. I know 7 doesn't do that. So, and you play a whole different character named Ethan. 8, you play as Ethan. 5 and 6, I don't really know who you play as. What I can tell,
They cross over with the Mission Impossible series.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Ethan
Hunt.
Oh,
Ethan Hunt. Later on. I think his name is Ethan Winters in the Resident Evil games. But yeah, it was just really fun. Probably my second is probably the first one. Remake. First one, remake. I don't know. I really like that one too. Just the overall. Even though it had
which one has a shark?
That one has a shark. That was very like out there, the shark part, but it was still like satisfying just to finish that game and the ending and whatnot. Even though it's like the typical Resident Evil where they drop the rocket launcher and you just have to kill a tyrant that never shows up in the whole game, just in that one moment. It was fun. And 3 is good too. I feel like 3, if you played with Claire's thing, is more satisfying, but I never played it with Claire's storyline. So I don't know how that is. But 3, I think, or 2 is, I say 2. So it's 3, 1, 2. Those are my ranking right now. Learn later on where 4 is in the future, where that is. But yeah, that's it. Any questions, Audrey, after my presentation?
Oh, no.
No questions?
No.
Oh, I should have said hold all questions at the very ending when you were asking questions. But then that's it. The question time is over. Let's go try to end the podcast right now. Yeah, that's it. Raccoon City. It blew up. We didn't save it. Or hopefully more people escaped. I kind of wish there was a game where you're not a super cop or part of Umbrella or anything, and you're just encountering all these things. I know, like I said, the ghost stories is literally that, just civilians trying to survive in the city. But I want like a huge game of that, like no relationship with Leon or anything like that, just or Umbrella or anything like that. Just you play as those characters, and you're trying to escape the city and with zombies and whatnot.
Isn't that what 7 is?
7? 7 is in a little barn or house.
Yeah, he's the regular person, right?
Yeah. No, I meant why?
And then raccoon people come and find him, right?
No, raccoon people. They're not related. They're like in Louisiana or something.
No, but isn't it the umbrella come or something?
Nope. There's no. I don't even think.
At the very end, there's a helicopter, and it's one of the main people that we.
Yeah,
know.
Chris Redfield's in the very ending of 7, but those people.
Isn't he something?
Yeah, but he did not implant those family to have that stuff. Like
you didn't say that. You said you hope that you wish that it was just a civilian that comes.
Oh no, I wanted to play as a civilian in Raccoon City, like this moment. But I think they abandoned the storyline. Like there's no more stories to tell in Raccoon City. That's it. Like I want to know like a person that's like just doing
getting
their coffee, and this all thing just happened, and then how did that person survive or even got out of Raccoon City and stuff like that. But yeah, and then stuff here too. Like I said in part 3, it's a prequel to part 2, but it ends up to be the actual ending of part 2 too, or the whole Raccoon, because you get to see the beginning of Raccoon City downfall, and you see the very end in like a whole week, or not even the whole week, because the game ends like in October 1st or October 2nd or something like that, and then you started
even on Halloween.
No, you started like in September or something like that. So, but yeah, that's everything. Date night. That was fun. I think so. Is that was fun?
Yeah. Just
listening to me about video games and just.
I think it was nice looking at you because you seemed to enjoy what you were saying.
Oh yes, that's too bad. It's not an actual like video of our faces.
I don't think anybody wants to see us.
Oh, maybe.
Nobody wants to see us.
Maybe people want to see us.
But then it'd be harder to record.
Yes, there will be more technical issues. No. Then we have to prep. We have to have like a makeup artist and whatnot, and we have to have like those.
More coffee for that.
Influencer lights, or that's like a circle.
Influencer lights, a circle,
and whatnot.
Like a raccoon.
Oh, there's my mouse, everyone. Yeah, that's our interpretation. Yeah, just check it out. Check us out on Date Night on YouTube and whatnot. Yeah. Bye, Audrey.
Bye, John.
Bye.
Bye.